Mama, come here quick and bring that liquor stick. Mama, come here quick. Wow, that liquor stick.
Nate Go Yard.
Bitch, I'm a ball, bitch, I'm a ball. Don't get no ball, don't get no ball. What's in my cup? What's in my cup? All of that punch, nigga, that punch. Bitch, I'm a ball, ballin' like Kobe. Ho, keep it moving, cause you do not know me. Bitch, I'm a ball, ballin' like Kobe. Ho, keep it moving, cause you do not know me. Bitch, I'm a ball, can't talk in Milwaukee. Tell my dog sick of me, ain't do no barking. Pass me some greens, you know I'ma spark it. Mama got ass, told her to arch it. Pull up at the spot, hop out and don't park it. Bino say, always keep one in the cartridge. With Joey up pepper, so we going toxic. Came from the swamp to visit the tropics. Check out the scenery. Tell her mama to the backwoods right by the lake. And I had some weed on me. Had to retire my cup, but it still doubled up. So pour out some lean for me. We took an edible, feeling incredible. Fed away into the sheets. Hustle and flow as you need. Easy to see.
It's super easy to see that we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, what a crazy week and a half it has been here in the world that we call life. But hey, it is Labor Day weekend, and with Labor Day weekend means pay-per-views. And what I mean pay-per-views, I am talking about two big pay-per-views. Well, WWE Payback is upon us tomorrow night at 8 p.m., which I will go be live for. And also, we also have AEW All Out Sunday night at 8 o'clock, which I'll be live for. And also, we'll be doing I don't know how I'm going to do both, but I will find a way to do both. I will be doing, I got a lot to do on Sunday, but I will do AEW. And what is up from Darian to Taylor? Hello, hun. What is up, Prestige? What is up, Daniel? What is up, John Nell? But I'm not alone this week. I have a very special guest with me here to help me with the picks and predictions. And speaking of that, as I write it down, both belts is going to be up for grabs. One half of the Sports and Wrestling Connection World Heavyweight Champion, and I am still the current reigning defending Malguli Championship. I finally got my belt back from beating Key in the building at SummerSlam, so I intend to keep my belt, and I intend to, keep it that way. So until then, let's introduce our guest from the Sports and Wrestling Connection. Is none other than my good friend, Mr. Robert. How are you doing, my friend?
What's good, Gully?
What is up? Darren forgot about AEW All Out. Yeah, I almost forgot about it too until I looked up. I'm like, you know what? I can do AEW All Out and do the fantasy draft on the same. Or if Tyler wanted to do it while I got done, or if I did it while I'm still picking, I can still do both. But I will find a way to do both because I'm a maniac on the run. How are you doing, Robert? I'm
fantastic. Fantastic.
There we go. Is Tyler gonna join us here, or is just you?
I'll probably just do it on our. I'll just let him know. Just set his picks over, but because we just got done with balling with the ladies, so it just pretty much that's just all WNB related stuff.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay. I'm writing down the WWE 2023 picks, and we will also be doing the AEW All Out picks. Labor Day. The good thing about Labor Day weekend, at least I can stay up till 1 o'clock to finish the damn show for AEW, of course. A lot has happened. Robert, I think you're pulling up the card, if I'm not mistaken,
Well,
or do you want me to do it?
I got it.
Okay.
I just
So
got
we're
to
gonna
go
start.
through my other computer because, like I said, I'm not on key StreamYard. So that's
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Okay.
just bear with me on 1 second. But
I got you. John L say you got the Bray Wyatt tattoo. I should have worn my Bray Wyatt T-shirt, but I had to wash it. I had to clean it.
you know what? I'm actually I might that's well, thank you, John L. That's going to be another consideration I might take into account to go along with my other one that I have right now. So I might have to put it on. Probably put. I don't even check. The question is where to freaking put it. That's
Maybe the hand. Maybe the hand.
I see. I can't do hand tattoos. I'm not a huge hand tattoo type of guy.
The back.
I would definitely try to put it on my other. I guess probably parts of my forearm because that's just me.
Okay. Yeah, Robert is doing things. Seeing it starting off SmackDown. Unfortunately, I will not be live for SmackDown. It's Philly sports stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, can I also say something for a guy who's doing the Philly sports? I love the fact you have a Cubs logo right now.
Oh yeah, that's my that's because before our All Star Sports Summer went defunct because they kind of just flopped. I brought a Cubs guy on. He's because him and his best friend are rivals, so to speak. His friend's
White
a White
Sox
Sox
fan.
Yeah.
Nah, the White Sox fans have no right to talk trash. They have no right to do anything.
So
They're rebuilding.
was it Payback first? Correct.
Payback's first. Payback is first.
Okie dokie.
I'm mad this TV doesn't have Fox 59 because if it did, oh my God, I would watch it in a heartbeat. You think Mercedes Monet will show up at All Out? I believe she will. If she showed up at All In, she's going to show up at All Out. But she's not medically cleared yet. That's the thing.
Oh yeah.
She's not medically cleared, so that's why it's going to be a little bit interesting to see. Hell, like also with Saraya, like can she, that was another big question because we rarely see her wrestle. So I mean, she'll take bump. Jimmy Uso came out on Cena. But speaking of which, we're going to be seeing a lot of Cena. Cena's supposed to be there from what now all the way to the end of October. So we're going to be seeing a lot of John Cena on SmackDown.
Oh yeah, and also by the way, I pulled up. I have the Payback card pulled up.
Okay.
I think you're gonna have to put that up.
Okay, got you. Nope. Okay, I see it.
I did not mean to do that.
All right. Total of 6 matches for damn. I wish there was 6 matches for All Out, but no, we got 9 for All Out, and we got what 6 for Payback. And I have Keys picks as well, so I'm gonna put that over there. Robert will give me Tyler's picks later on after the show. So there is that. And how does it feel being co-tag team world champion?
Honestly, not a new feeling because we done this once before.
I mean, like I'm actually 3 because we all tied.
Yeah, that's true.
I got my belt back. I just cared about beating Key and getting my belt back. She held that belt for way too damn long.
I could imagine.
Like her and Dub are like the only 2 people that have held that belt for way too long, and I had to do something. So let me get started here with the. I can't wait for next week, y'all, because y'all know what next week is. It's football. I get to do Bear games again. God help me.
Hey, well, think of this too. You can't be worse than the Cardinals fan. I can tell you that much.
No, I take that back. You can't be a Colts fan because Jesus Christ.
Can't lose on Sunday.
No, count on losing this Sunday.
Oh, that's what the C stood for.
Yep, count on losing this Sunday.
And
Jimmy
the
Uso's new theme goes hard. What was the point of giving the title to Saraya just? Oh, wait,
Sheeta.
to Sheeta just to lose it to Saraya? Because number one, they were in UK, and that's Paige's country. So, I mean, the Fatal 4-Way match was a banger. But I heard from
match, even though it was also crazy too. Because me and Tara said, I like the character direction that Toni Storm's going with. Her take looks like she's like the posh Marilyn Monroe.
Yes, I love it too.
I'm thinking to myself, it's like, what's next? You're gonna pull her Laura Van Ness, where the fact she'll descend into madness with all the messed up hair and crap like that. It's a possibility.
It is a possibility. But we have 6 matches here. We all know how this goes. Matches I don't care.
Tyler gave me his picks for Payback.
All right, and Key gave me hers for Payback. I'm gonna need his All Out as well. Key gave me All Out, but we'll get to that bridge. Toni Storm starting to create. She's like a mixture of Marilyn Monroe and Cruella DeVille mixed.
I love it,
and I freaking love it. Cruella, my favorite Disney villain, and I can't stand Marilyn Monroe, so.
Well, it's also crazy too. I got to give her at least Toni Storm some props for pulling out the UK national anthem, which I'm thinking to myself like that doesn't make sense. But then again, realize that the Australia was under UK rule at one point. So now that makes perfect sense.
Oh yeah, makes perfect.
But yeah, so Tyra's picks for Payback. He's got Seth pretending over Shinsuke, Becky over Trish, Rhea over Raquel, Ray over Theory, Knight over The Miz, KO and Sammy over over Judgment Day.
So he has Seth, Becky, Rhea,
Ray, LA Knight, and KO and Sammy.
LA Knight, KO and Sammy. And Key, on the other hand, has crap. Okay, here we go. She has Trish over Becky. She has Rhea. She has Ray. She has LA Knight herself, KO and Sammy, and Seth. All right. So with that being said, Cena said the wrong Uso quit, and Cena just AA'd Jimmy Uso. Okay. I'm happy you guys are keeping me updated with SmackDown. I appreciate that. Make sure y'all hit that like button too, and also you support Robert's channel too. So
yes, sir.
that helps us all out. All right. Niceties aside, we got picks and predictions to talk about. Payback. Y'all already know how this goes. Matches I don't care about to matches I do care about. And the sad part is there's only one match I really don't care about. And it's nothing against the competitors. It's just because...
I'm guessing it's Becky and Trish, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's not Becky and Trish.
LA Knight and The Miz?
Not LA Knight and The Miz.
Dang it.
It's a championship match. Yep, Ray and Theory is the championship match we're going to talk about first.
Ray, easy. I'm
Ray.
Sorry. It's kind of funny. I'm not saying it's funny, but it kind of stinks to see in a way, figuratively speaking, the downfall of Austin Theory.
Yeah.
John Cena was right in a way.
It's like ever since there, he has not recovered from that, promo. It's like Cena brings the best in people, and then he can literally he's there to just not expose, but just
he wants to help him out.
Help, not just like a help out, like a little pick me up. And we saw it with Roman Reigns. Definitely saw it with Roman Reigns. We saw it with a whole bunch of other people. I don't know. Austin Theory is not it.
He sees the potential of where they could be.
Yep. See the potential
with Austin Theory. I think he was what is seen. He said in the interviews if you don't have people are going to have a hard time buying into your character because in a way I kind of have a hard time buying into Theory also of what Austin Theory can be. And also too funny thing about Theory. Cool. I don't know if you saw this was going around of Theory making an appearance in Spider-Man Homecoming, or was it Far From Home or something like that, or Homecoming, or one of those two. It's like that's it, because that's I can never see that again.
All I can say is about Austin Theory. I like him as a competitor. I just wish they gave him a gimmick, a different type of gimmick, or better yet, I just wish he would just be, back in his independent days.
Yeah,
cocky, brash.
Yeah,
dirty. be himself. And I think Hunter still likes him. The WB still like him. It's just it's just a new character development. You just got to give him a new character or something like that. So we all got Ray across the board.
Yep, Ray.
Second match, LA Knight and The Miz is next. I think this one is a no-brainer. I think LA Knight and The Miz, and Dub said it best, when the feud is good when the Miz is mimicking somebody, and he's not wrong.
He did it 3 times. He did LA Knight, the Rock, and John Cena.
And I hate The Miz, but I have to respect The Miz.
Yeah, you had to give at least some respect.
I mean, know some respect.
The person outside the locker room gets kicked out by the Undertaker from eating chicken.
God, I mean, this is the Undertaker doesn't like cucumbers, so yeah.
Like that fight. That's really weird. It's like, how do you not like cucumbers? Like that's
because apparently it was something about Paul Bearer said it was something about him as a child. He had like a trauma as a child with it, and there was one time there was a cucumber floating in his water. And Taker threw up all over the Waffle House. Yes. True story. True story. There was also a time when somebody ribbed the Undertaker by putting cucumbers on his purple gloves one night.
I remember reading about that.
I was like, oh, wow. I'm like, okay, first off, I'm not ribbing Taker. Because if anybody looks like that they can kick my ass, I'm not ribbing them.
No, yeah, well,
not because I'm scared. I just value my life.
Like standing at 6'10", almost 7 feet tall,
weighing 300 something pounds. Yeah, I'm not fucking with that man.
He really dropped some weight. Really lost some weight too. Looks like
I think he lost weight over the years.
Yeah, which is crazy to say. So yeah, his body's not going to be holding up like it used to. But yeah, so LA Knight over the Miz for me.
Okay, LA Knight.
I think straight across the board.
I think we all got straight across the board.
Unless
all right.
WWE will find a way to swerve us and let somebody.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I'm playing the new Mortal Kombat game. It's fun. Yeah, the beta came out. The beta came out. I think the whole game come out next week, if I'm not mistaken. Just like 2K comes out next week. I'm gonna get 2K. I'm gonna get Mortal Kombat 1, and I'm definitely getting. I've already pre-ordered Spider-Man. That's no ifs, ands, or buts. I don't care how, by hook or by crook. That game was gonna get pre-ordered regardless. Anyway, next on the list, here's where. Okay, let's get to another championship match. Rhea Ripley and Raquel. I believe this match will be. I think it will be good. I think it's to showcase not only we already know how strong.
Especially if you take a look at the competition in the women's division, the best outside of Rhea is probably Raquel, my honest opinion, because the rest of the women's division is trash. Sorry.
Did you hear that Roman Reigns gave the Universal title to Bray Wyatt's family?
Yeah, he retired the blue one.
Saying something about Bray Wyatt instead of giving his family the title. Wrestling fans, right? Oh, God. Anyway, and speaking of that, when I did the tribute video to Bray Wyatt, why there was 2 dislikes on that?
I have no idea.
God, I wish YouTube would expose the dislikes, expose the channels, so we can just cram them. Heartless bastards. Anyway, women's world title, I have Rhea winning, but it won't be easy.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Ghoulie.
I think
I think Raquel, like this. And that's the thing too. What I don't like don't sleep on Raquel, because Raquel has shown flashes to be a champ, but it's just like I need more from her, right? Because the character is there, but you need to tweak it a little bit, because her character needs a little bit of a tweaking, not much, but just a little enough to. And that will be it for me.
I agree with that. I'm sorry, I'm writing the all out outline right now. The all out pick, sorry, and my mechanical pencil wanted to break. And I believe Prestige have comment saying, Ghoulie, who would you have Bray Wyatt feud with if he never passed away? Cody or Roman? To be honest though, I think I would have him feud with Cody.
Because I don't think Bray and Cody even faced each other. So that'd be
I don't think they never faced each other. Period. It's something different. We've seen Roman versus Bray.
And well, we don't know how that turned out.
I mean, the match was fine. It was fine. I just didn't like the fact that they added Roman's daughter into it, and it kind of made Bray look like a
joke, basically.
No, not a joke. It just made him look pedophile-ish.
Yeah, that was,
and it was very uncomfortable watching that live because they did the promo for Indianapolis to pipe up the match, and me and a whole bunch of the section I was in, we were like, "This is very uncomfortable," and it was. But yeah, I didn't see Raquel winning here, but I do see her winning the title at Fastlane. I'm gonna try to go to Fastlane, but the tickets are too expensive. Do you know these fools want $400 for front?
Hey, goalie, look at the prices for WrestleMania 40 for night 1.
900.
Yeah, it's very expensive. I think Flora was slightly over $1,000 for Flora.
Jesus Christ, no. Sorry. I personally would have had him return as the Eater of Worlds and have him feud with
that was
cult leader.
I'll say this too, and I said this once before. I think he did I think he took Waylon Mercy's character and made it a lot better than what it was when Waylon Mercy had it.
And to be honest, though, I would here's be my WrestleMania match for Bray Wyatt if he didn't pass. Bray Wyatt versus Edge.
Ooh, okay.
Because Brood Edge versus all of the Bray Wyatt characters all in one.
And it's also speaking with the Fiend, when he was with the Fiend, they actually did have a plan. And shout out to Alexa. She actually did show Alexa with Bray wearing all the special effects after he got
burned alive.
Yeah, they actually had that in plan, but unfortunately they scrapped it. It's like, God darn it! I'm intrigued to see him at. But that's when and that was the last time we saw the Fiend character.
And it was so sad. Like when it comes to Randy and Bray, great chemistry, but it's the delivery that they give him. Okay, look, we're not gonna rib on Bray. We're not gonna rib on Orton and all of that because we love Bray, we love Orton,
we love
Bray,
them all. My only nitpick was he was not the greatest in the ring by any stretch of the means, but the fact that he had a really good chemistry with Randy, that really overshadows it.
The best thing about it is him talking to Mike or the Wyatt family versus the Judgment Day.
Ooh, God.
Ooh, God, that would have been good. Oh, God. Well, somewhere in a different universe, that's happening right now. In a different universe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's get back to these picks. Now we're in our top 3. Let's go with our top 3 main events. Let's go with main event 1. Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus steel cage match.
This match I'm not looking. I could care less about.
Who you have, though?
Give me Becky Lynch.
Trish
as a heel is crap. Sorry.
To each his own.
I'm sorry. I don't know. Look, I love her. Don't get me wrong. It's just she has. Her heel run just stinks.
I want to thank you, Trish, and whatnot. I don't think in my opinion, I don't have an issue with it. I kind of prefer Trish as a babyface than a heel. I will agree to that. But at the same time, when she plays the heel character, she's like the blondie, bimbo-ish bitch. We all know that she can play a good heel. I mean, when she first debuted, she was a heel.
Yeah.
And she was a hot heel, but she was young and experienced, but she was a hot, unexperienced heel. And then, she grew over time, and then they just, turned her heel in 2004 and, then turned her bad babyface in 2006, her retirement run, and Mickey James angle, retirement, came back.
Happy belated birthday to Mickey James, who turned 44 today.
See, age, that woman has aged like fine wine. All the women in WWE that's in their 40s have aged.
Even though I know I might be the minority here, but I do think Trish might have got a little work done. I'm sorry. I think she might have got a little bit work done.
To me, she still looks good for her. She still looks good.
I can't disagree with that. Even though, and have you seen Braun Breaker's girl Cora Jade nowadays? Oh.
Yeah.
Woo.
Good Lord Almighty. I am going to go with Trish. I'm going to go with Trish to win because I believe they're going to have one more match, and plus Becky Lynch beating Zoe Starks and also getting the better of Trish. But here's where I'm going with this, Robert. We get the return of Lita.
Ooh, you know what? I've never thought of that.
I think Lita will come out there and just, it's going to be like a 2-on-1, Trish and Trish and Zoe, and then here comes Lita, and then out of nowhere, Lita betrays Becky.
Okay, so she back. Okay,
So then you have three. You have the three.
I don't think Lita has ever been a heel. Nothing.
Who, Lita?
Knowledge. I don't think she has.
Lita has been a heel. You remember 05, 06, 07? Okay. With her and Edge?
Yeah. I remember because I had to sit through ECW in 06.
And then also, ECW 06. And also she was kind of a heel in her debut when she was with SS Rios.
That would have been what, 90?
2000.
Not SS Rio. God, I have not heard that name in years.
And then also, if you really want to go back, 1999, between the spring, summer, and fall of '99, she was a heel manager for Danny Dory and Roadkill as Miss Congeniality. She was the kayfabe.
I remember 1999. I remember the Attitude Era, but I do not remember that at all.
Lita was in ECW, the original ECW.
Yeah, that's true. Even though me and Sarah tried to do an ECW watch party because, boy, it was.
I know the dub. I understand the dub. That's why I go to High Spots. Also, this segment is brought to you by highspots.com. You can get your aesthetic pay-per-views.
ECW Hardcore TV, it was even when we went to 95, we're cutting spots, and you could tell that was heavily edited. It sucked.
I know it did. That's why I got every single ECW pay-per-view in existence, and I'm trying to get every ECW on TNN episode in existence.
Hang on, that's Turner News Network, if I remember correctly.
Yes, but also, Robert, there is a YouTube channel that I am going to look up to help you and Robert out. But
Tyler?
Sorry, you and I don't know why I get y'all. It's like you're a Tyler and he's a Robert, but I apologize, folks. It won't happen again. It won't happen again. All right. Hold on. ECW 1999. He doesn't have the full shows of it, but he has certain type of matches. There we go. Here we go. This are. Hold on. Let me get on here. It's there's going to be 2 me's, but it won't be 2 me's. If that makes sense. Come on. I know this thing doesn't have a camera. I'm using the. What is up, Jamar?
What up, Jamar?
Janelle said, I need this story. It's not going to end. It won't end. It will not end.
That's a bunch of baloney.
It will not end. It's going to end around Survivor Series. Okay. There I am. Okay, let me get to the chat. Paste. Booyakashow. Booyakashow. There you go. It's in the link.
Okay.
Yeah, he has every single ECW thing from 93 all the way to when 2001. He even has live shows, live, when they were going live, not for pay-per-view, but home video. Because I recently watched the Return of the Sandman in '99, and oh my god, I loved it. It was Lita's last night in ECW. It was the Cyrus character was starting to come around, Don Canales, was starting to get into his own. And then we had the return and the biggest pop ever in the ECW arena. Bar none. Bar none. I still believe, and this is just my opinion because I watched it live, the Sandman's return to the ECW arena will always forever be one of my favorite ECW moments, because I think the main event was Tommy Dreamer and Raven defending the ECW tag team titles against the Impact players, Lance Storm and Just Incredible. Rhino comes down, right? And he attacks Dreamer and Raven because they were also promoting, while doing this show, mind you, promoting November to Remember, because it was going to be a six-partner dream match. So for the Impact players, partner was Rhino. So Dreamer and Raven had to find a partner. Only problem is Raven and Dreamer, even though as tag team champions, couldn't get along. Raven would beat the crap out of Dreamer. Dreamer would beat the crap out of Raven. So Dreamer one-ups Raven, and the lights go out, and all we see is the Sandman. And oh my God, if you look at the Sandman, he looked incredible. Well, he looked like he was in better shape than what he was in from 93 all the way to 98.
Yeah,
because he lost a lot of weight.
It's not just that, a different gimmick change too. Because remember, Sandman was played a surfing game. It was like, what? Until
they realized, they were like, no. When Paul Heyman and Todd Gordon saw him backstage smoking and drinking a beer, and then Todd said, you know what? Why don't we send him like that? And it worked. It went over.
First of all, this is like the ECW's ripoff of Sting, the Blade Runner Sting.
And the funny thing about the Sandman's gimmick, like, it's so funny. A lot of people, get on me with this one, but you got to agree. Stone Cold Steve Austin stole that gimmick from the Sandman, drinking the beer and,
you know what? That is true.
Drinking the beer, anti-establishment.
Even though it's kind of weird. Before we saw Stone Cold with hair, it's like, yeah, no, get this off my screen.
Yeah, like for real. But anyway, like Sandman was in WCW from 98 all the way to 1999, the end of 99. Well, October 99. Then they released him, and then Paul brought him back. And oh my God, like the crowd, the pop. You'll understand the pop, the freaking pop. Like the freaking pop that the Sandman got. I even screamed. I was like, "Oh, like he's back finally!"
I would say the best venue for an ECW event is probably the Hammerstein Ballroom, because boy, those
crowds
were
that or the Elks Lodge.
And I would say, for me, was the Hammerstein Ballroom, because when you go back to One Night Stand in 06, boy, that was something else.
Oh yeah. That was one of my biggest dreams.
I really like 2005 One Night Stand. Just Paul Heyman going off.
I think 05, in my opinion, is better than 06. 06 was okay. The only problem that I had with 06, it was ECW versus WWE. That was the only thing I had an issue with. I was like,
that's when began the WWE ECW crap they pulled. They did freaking like Kelly acting like a stripper each and every week. Oh, freaking Lord!
I didn't have a problem with it.
Well.
Even though I'm not a big fan of Kelly's face.
The fact that that's what I find hilarious is, like, when you look back at it, they should made her look like a complete moron at times. It's like they lived up to the stereotypical blonde, like they're like so dumber than a sack of potatoes. It's like,
and then oh my God, who can remember? Oh my God, ECW December to Dismember.
Oh God, yes, I remember. I watched that.
Was terrible, and oh my God, that was Paul Heyman's final night in ECW because him and Vince had a fallout.
That entire pay-per-view stunk.
Like, the only thing that was actually decent was the Elimination Chamber, but the best part was the freaking dude in the crowd that said, "This isn't extreme, this is entertainment."
Yeah, I remember that.
I was like, yeah, he's not lying. And then also having the Big Show as your world champion, having guys like Batista, The Undertaker, DX of all things. And I'm like, this is not ECW. No, this is Vince McMahon's version of it, and it's terrible.
Before we get the infamous moment with Vince pulling a do-rag.
Oh God!
Yes, I haven't gotten there yet, but I'm gonna.
Oh God!
Well,
you poor unfortunate bastard.
Well, I think we were all unfortunate in 2006. I'm sorry.
No, the darkest day to me, where killed it for me, is when Vince won the damn belt. I was like,
that's the same. I haven't gotten there yet, but that's the same moment I'm talking about.
oh God, oh yeah, yeah, you're about to be disappointed.
Well, I think the worst moment that I've seen in that company's history was Vince dropping the N-word on live.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not a big fan of Becky Lynch. Understandable.
Yeah, I will say I like Becky Lynch, but she has kind of gotten stale over the last few years because she hasn't. Even though, let's be real, I mean, I do like this game better than what she had in NXT when she first started. They gave her like a stereotypical Irish leprechaun crap they were giving.
Oh God, yeah.
That's like.
I kind of miss the old Becky Lynch, not the man version, but the one that was
steampunk
with the steampunk, and yeah, I love that one.
Underrated gimmick from her.
Underrated, it's hell.
I think the most underrated wrestler for me is Raven. Easy. I mean, look, the Ravens flock. The dude put up some banger matches, even an Impact. I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says. He made him
winning the Impact World Heavyweight Championship. Yes, I call it the Impact title. Yes, I know it was the NWA, but it was still TNA. Oh. I popped. I had a tear in my eye, and I was beyond pissed when he lost it.
Well, hey, think of this too, Gooey. Thank God that both of us never saw NWA 75 because holy crap, that was terrible. You saw freaking Tyrus didn't even know how to run the ropes. Probably he just gently leaned back and just split.
Yeah, he retired. I think Billy Corgan owns NWA, if I'm not mistaken.
He does, and has been in a shell of its former self since when LA Knight was there. Nick Aldis before Billy Corgan ran him out. And
I mean now you got EC3 as your world champion, which is way better. Which I have no issues with. But like I said, I haven't watched NWA in a long time, so I can't even say it.
You know, the NWA has been a shell of its former self, not just from when LA Knight was there, but for the predecessors, Ric Flair, the late Harley Race. Who else am I thinking of now? I'm just drawing a freaking blank right now.
Harley Race, Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes. I mean, hell, they had Damian Mizdow won the thing once.
I forgot about that. I can believe.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, didn't a woman won that belt? This pay-per-view is going to be if Vince is taking over. I don't think it will be. The only match that I don't really care about is the U.S. title match.
Yeah. I see.
But
and
anyway,
also, too, I do tell Tyra because one woman in NWA me and Tyra have been keeping an eye on is Camille Brickhouse. Her title reign finally came to an end after 813 days as women's world champion.
Damn. Woo!
Yeah, they thought really highly of her. Yeah, she was their longest reigning women's champion until oh crap, I can't think of her name right now. Dethroned her after 813 days as women's world champion.
Damn! Wow, that's incredible. I like NWA. I haven't watched it recently, but I personally I think
the only way you can watch it through behind a paywall. That's the problem.
I think. Man, I gotta find a way. But I do like GCW. I do know that. I don't care about the Miz. I don't care about the Miz or LA Knight. You also try to get
the IWTV because my meme tire's best friend Sean Henderson actually. I'll say this to Paul Lynn. Oh, have you seen what Paul Lynn looks like now?
No, I have not looked what he looks like now.
So the way I can describe he's got more charisma, but he's more of a heel. But he's got looks like he's got the outfit of Fandango. It's got like a mixture of Fandango with the outfit. He's got like a singing opera kind of gimmick. It's like what the wow.
Okay, that's a little bit. Nah, I thought the White Rabbit in freaking Lucha Underground was weird, where he was like a reverse Mad Hatter.
I forgot about that.
That was the weirdest gimmick. Damian said that he doesn't care about the Miz and LA Knight. Like I said, the goal is to have LA Knight win, and if LA Knight loses to the Miz, I'm gonna laugh. Then I've literally given up on. I'm already at the point of giving up on LA Knight at this point. Because, like, I get what Hunter is saying. Good things come to those who wait. But Jesus Christ, people say JoJo needs to come out and talk about her husband, and I'm like, let her agree. Thank you. See, John L., you already know how this channel is. We love wrestling, But at the same time, we don't condone smarks or jackasses. We don't.
See, ain't kidding.
Even though that sometimes we can be smart sometimes, but only for the right reason. Anyway, back to the picks and predictions. I had Trish winning, and like I said, I have Lita returning, and I just find okay. Hear me out. Stay calm. Just follow me with this one, okay? I think what they might do at WrestleMania, and I know a lot of people are gonna say, "Why do we have to wait this long?" Or they could do it at Survivor Series, get it over with. They might do. I'm gonna call this group with Lita, Trish, and Zoe, the Heartthrobbers or something like that, or the Trailblazers. The Trailblazers versus the Horsewomen. I believe for just one night and one night only, Becky, Charlotte, because I don't think Charlotte will go heel just yet. Charlotte and Bayley will take on Lita, Trish, and Zoe Starks for Survivor Series. If done right. And I know some people say, well, Ghoulie, that's a great idea, but Becky Lynch and Charlotte can't get along. Money talks.
Yeah.
Money talks. All right, let me read some of this. What's up, DT? Yo, Mac, I see Becky going to NXT after this match with Trish. I can see it too. The Street Profits went to NXT not too long ago. Question with WWE fans doing a petition with bringing back Uncle Howdy. Do y'all think WWE should and will bring it back? No. Just bring back Bo Dallas and let him be something else. Don't let him be Bray, but let him be somebody else. Damien, I can understand that not caring about 3 of those, but if you don't care about LA Knight, you are a fool. John L says, you really think Becky Lynch and Charlotte can coexist? Money talks. They said they're really not friends anymore, but they still have respect for each other. Yeah, money talks. Money talks. They'll find a way to work it out. Money talks. Money talks. Money talks, y'all. Money talks. Trust and believe on that. So now we got 2 matches left. Let's talk about the Steel City. You know what? To be honest, the Steel City Street Fight could be the main event, but unfortunately it won't. I have this. I'm gonna make a little bold prediction here. I believe that the Steel Cage match might be the main event. I have this funny feeling because it's the longest story. It's the one that's built up more. It main event Raw, so I can literally see the Steel Cage match being the main event, but I wouldn't be mad if the Steel City Street Fight was the main event. But unfortunately, when Damian Priest announced that he could cash in, Seth Rollins and Shinsuke could end the show. So let's talk about the Steel City Street Fight. But personally, I would love for the Steel Cage match to be the main event. All for Lita to come back and screw over Becky. I don't care about LA Knight or that stupid gimmick. All right. Okay, let's go. We got the Steel City Street Fight. If you don't know what the Steel City is, that means they're in Pittsburgh. It's a street fight. And I think that there's a stipulation going in. If Judgment Day loses, I think it was Mommy that said that there will be some changes in the Judgment Day.
She did say that.
So with the changement is Dub said that, well, they could turn Finn babyface, and I don't think they're going to turn Finn.
I think Priest is going to be the odd one out.
Priest is going to be out, and I think Priest will probably cash in on Finn. Maybe. I still believe that Seth will lose that belt somehow, some way. I mean, I would prefer it if he lost it in Indianapolis, so that way I can watch it live, and you guys can see that live. But I got to get the tickets first. But also, KO and Sammy, I think, it's a no-brainer for me. I have the champions retaining. I got basically, KO and Sammy, I'm not, personally, I think their title run so far has been meh, but that's only because injuries. Sammy had, a staph infection. KO with a knee injury. Yeah. Like, I think the only team that can beat them is probably either I wouldn't mind the Judgment Day, but at the same time, I'm gonna have to go with the Street Profits. I think the Street Profits are the ones to take the belts off of KO and Sammy if they do the Street Profits heel turn right, but so far they look like they're still babyface after last week's episode of SmackDown. But I have KO and Sammy winning, and I think Key and Tyler picked KO and Sammy. So
I got KO and Sammy as well.
KO
I have a feeling that Rhea Ripley, even though it's kind of weird when you look at the entire faction, that there's no set leader.
There really isn't.
But if you really tell me like who's going to be really the leader of that faction, I was gonna give it to Rhea. I mean, I do think if change is going to be made, I do see Demon Priest somehow getting kicked out, and here comes JD McDonough to take his place.
Yeah. I hope to wait. Let me read this from DT. He said Shinsuke's Japanese promos is giving me anime villain art vibes, and I love it, and I love it too. I hope to God if Carlito doesn't show up to this pay-per-view, I mean, I swear to God, I think they lose this match and Damian Priest leaves and add JD. Can somebody please explain to me why we're having John Cena show up in Payback and Fastlane? You're going to be seeing a lot of John Cena between now all the way to the end of October, because I think what they're trying to do, because I think word got out, and I think we're going to get this at WrestleMania, we're going to get John Cena versus Logan Paul at Mania.
Oh, God, that's going to be a botch fest waiting to happen.
I'm not going to say it's going to be a botch, but it's just going to be, Cena's going to have to, it's going to be funny to see Cena carry that match. It's going to be funny to see it. I think they are hinting a DIY reunion. They are, or Ciampa joining the way. No, they're going to have a DIY reunion. I think Seth Rollins needs to take some time off. Why not giving the belt to Shinsuke right now? Here's the thing. Number one, Seth just recently won this belt. Two, I would love for Shinsuke to be World Heavyweight Champion. It was overdue. It's 5 years overdue at this point.
Way overdue.
Way overdue, but you have Vince McMahon to thank for that. I'm sorry, what was that? WrestleMania 35, or I think it was 35 or 34.
I think it might have been 30, because they held 30 in New Orleans the first time. I think it might have been WrestleMania 30. Actually, now they think.
Let me look it up.
Yeah,
I got my money up and I can't let go. I don't know why that song's in my head. Because that song was damn. Okay, I'm on WrestleMania 35, and Jesus Christ, duh, Malcolm, it wasn't 35 because you live streamed that event from top to bottom. Yes, and I still have that live feed all the way up. Jesus Christ, WrestleMania 35 was crazy. Tony Nese defeating Buddy Murphy by pinfall for the Cruiserweight title. Carmella winning. Oh my God, 2000. What year was that? 2000. Oh my God, 2019. Yeah, before COVID, y'all. Before COVID effed everything up. Okay, 34. It might be 34. 34. Brock versus. God, yep. Yeah, it was 34 because it was AJ Styles and Shinsuke. So that was 2018. 2018. So we talking
about 5 years at this point.
5 years, yeah, 5 years. It's 5 years overdue.
Should be 6 come WrestleMania 40.
Like, Shinsuke should be champion. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm mad that we didn't get Shinsuke versus Roman. Because remember, that was supposed to happen, but they just scrapped that. I'm like, Roman versus Shinsuke? Come on, the King of Strong Style versus the Tribal Chief? Come on, that was going to be good. I mean,
absolutely.
Looking at this card, did I do Yeah, I did do WrestleMania 34. And oh my God, Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali, Naomi winning the 20 Women's Battle Royal, Seth Rollins defeated The Miz and Finn Balor. 34.
Yep.
34 gave us the death of Japanese wrestling. Charlotte defeating Asuka was the biggest mistake they ever made. One of the biggest.
For me, that mistake, and also another mistake they gave her to was to send her back down to NXT.
Oh, God. Jinder Mahal's winning the U.S. title at Mania made my balls itch. I felt like I had crabs after watching Jinder Mahal win the U.S. title.
Goalie, I know you're going to be shocked because when I got back to watching NXT, when Jinder Mahal went to NXT, he got better on his promos, and his matches have been a lot better since he was down when he was down in NXT.
I mean, that's good. That's where he should have been the whole time. And I still haven't forgave WWE for giving him the fucking title. I get because of India, but here's the problem: this man is Canadian, playing India. No,
He's a Canadian.
he's a Canadian, for Christ's sakes. What else did we? Oh yeah, the Bludgeon Brothers, Roman and Harper. Oh my God, the
That
Bludgeon
stinks.
Brothers. God, the Undertaker versus Cena. I remember that, and I was laughing. 2 minutes and 45 seconds. That was probably the most funniest match I've ever seen. Daniel Bryan and Shane defeating KO and Sammy by submission. Had Owens and Zayn won, they would have been rehired to SmackDown. Yeah, and that didn't go anywhere. Didn't they get rehired immediately, like 2 weeks? Okay. Yeah, okay. I need to stop getting back to the past. Nia Jax defeating Alexa Bliss. That was a WrestleMania moment. That super Samoan drop. I thought she killed Alexa.
Yep.
And speaking of Nia, there was talk of Nia's getting trained, but is she coming back to WWE? I believe she will.
Oh,
I believe she'll come back. I'll be happy. Give
I'm
her a
not.
chance. Just give Nia a chance. I love Nia.
But I will say, she could have been a lot better had they not rushed her so. And that's where the problem lies. Like, they rushed their NXT call-ups way too soon.
I ain't gonna lie though. Like watching old NXT, I'm not gonna lie. I love Bailey to death, but I thought Nia was going to the throne. Bailey.
It's
The fact that Bailey won cleanly had me like, what? Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Okay, let me get out of WrestleMania 34 because I'm having good/bad memories of this show. All right, let me go back to WWE Payback because Lord Jesus, that was why? Like why? Y'all want to talk about crap? Oh God, I want to see Nia come back and scream my hole. Of course you do, a hole. It was a WrestleMania 34 because that's when Charlotte won her match, and we was all upset about that. We were upset about that. We were upset about Shinsuke. We were upset about. To be honest, none of the big titles changed hands. Having Brock beat Roman again made me upset. I was like, really? We're still on this? All right, so let me get back. I'm now back on. Yeah, don't forget the Bar versus Braun and a 12-year-old. Yeah, damn. Come to think of it, I love WrestleMania 34. Well, not loved it, but liked it. Now looking back at it, oh God, what was I? I mean, there was some good matches on there, but it was just way down on the dumb decision making that they made. I want to see LA Knight come out tonight dressed up like the Miz. Oh my God, that'd be funny. And it'd be so funny if they had Layla dressed up as Maurice. That would be so funny.
Oh my God, I could just see it.
Because the Miz used to date Layla, so
I
that
never
would be
knew that.
funny. Yep,
that's news to me.
That would be funny. So we've gotten every match so far, but we got to get the main event: Seth versus Shinsuke. I would love for Shinsuke to win the world title, y'all. But like I said, Seth just freaking won this belt.
Seth is. I got Seth retaining.
I believe Seth will probably lose that belt either at Fastlane or Survivor Series.
I see more Survivor Series.
I actually hated WrestleMania 35 when I watched it live. Like 34 was just. I said 35. 34. 34 was just. Oh, I gotta have to rewatch it, and I'm gonna have to rewatch that stream of mine. Cause holy crap, what's a better name for Drew and Riddle? Drew Riddle, Pat and Scott, or Broken Dreams.
I'm sorry, they need to bring that. I'm sorry, they need to bring that back for me.
Yes, they do. WrestleMania 33. If I'm not mistaken, that was Roman versus Taker that ended off the show, and I'm assuming it was Brock versus Goldberg. 13 matches, Christ. Yep, Roman Reigns and The Undertaker. Naomi winning was good. Brock beating Goldberg was pointless. Randy Orton versus Bray was terrible. Seth versus Triple H was match of the night, in my opinion. John Cena and Nikki Bella beating The Miz was okay because that was when, the proposal. The Hardy Boys coming back was the pop of the night. Bailey beating Sasha, Nia, and Charlotte was good. KO and Jericho was good. AJ and Shane was shockingly good. Now I remember because Dean Ambrose and Baron Corbin was on the pre-show, and I was ballistic about it because I think that match should have been on the main show. Mojo Rawley won the 33-man battle royal. Andre the Giant, Neville, and Austin Aries. That also could have been on the main show. That was a good match. 2 matches on the pre-show that should have been on the card. There's only, Naomi winning 33 was good. Oh yeah, and it was elimination style too.
Yeah.
Oh damn, yeah, 33. Good lord. Yeah, 33 was good. Okay, I'll give you that. But the main event was okay. Now 35, on the other hand, I know we're going to WrestleMania. I know we're about to go to AEW here in a minute, but 35 was fantastic. I don't care what anybody says. 35 was fantastic to me because WWE gave us what we wanted. This is what. Let me explain, okay?
Is that the same WrestleMania with the Boneyard match?
No, that was 36. Because 35, that we asked for the 3 things. We asked for 3 things. First thing, we wanted Seth Rollins to dethrone Brock Lesnar. That happened in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. The greatest 2 minutes and 30 seconds of my life. Yeah, I was making Brock Lesnar fanboys cry that night. 2, we wanted Kofi Kingston to win the WWE Championship. We got that. And 3, we wanted Becky Lynch to win the winner takes all match, even though the ending of the match sucked, and adding Charlotte Flair in there made no goddamn sense. The main event should have just been Becky versus Ronda. And then we had Demon Finn Balor versus Bobby Lashley. You had there was only one stinker in this match. I want you to guess what that one is, Robert.
Oh, WrestleMania. Where the whole WrestleMania 35? That was what, San Diego?
I'm going to check. It was in East Rutherford, New Jersey. It was in MetLife.
Oh, is it the Chris Jericho Fandango match?
No. Oh wait, you're 4 years back. Nah. No. This is one. Actually, no. There was 2 matches on here because one is the women's Fatal 4-Way match when the Iconics beat the Boston Hug Connection, Nia Jackson, Tamina, and Beth and Natty, and we almost lost Sasha because of it. Fucking Vince. Anyway. But Robert. Okay. I'm gonna give you another chance. Okay. Let me say this. It had to do with a future. Well, it had to do with a Hall of Famer, and it was a retirement match, and it was the worst freaking match ever. And there's a story that goes behind it.
Okay, it's a Hall of Famer that was a stinker.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna give you the Hall of Famer. I'm gonna guess you the Hall of Famer. Okay, debuted it in 1999 in Survivor Series.
For some reason, I had the Undertaker on the top of my head, but that was in 1990.
Okay,
1999 Survivor Series.
1999 Survivor Series. Your other hint. He had the greatest rookie year ever in WWE history. He won the European title. He won the Intercontinental Championship. He won the WWE Championship.
So he was a Grand Slam champion, correct?
He's a Grand Slam champion, yes, in his career, yes.
Oh, crap.
He's also went to Impact. He's a former TNA champion, a former IWGP World Heavyweight champion, a former X Division champion.
Oh, Christ!
And here's the best one. Here's one more. He had 3 eyes: intensity, intelligence, and
Kurt Angle.
Yes.
God, you couldn't. to be quite honest, I completely forgot Kurt's run in Impact as Perk Angle. I'm sorry, I completely forgot about that. And the IWGP threw me off. I'm sorry, I don't remember Kurt Angle going to New Japan. That really threw me.
I mean, he didn't. He was still under contract with TNA, but he had a match with Brock Lesnar, and the match was actually really good.
IWGP threw me off.
Yeah, because this is when Kurt won every single belt in TNA.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, he took on Baron Corbin and lost to Baron Corbin.
Yeah, that was bad.
And originally the story was Kurt Angle wanted, and this was a Vince thing. You can tell it was a Vince thing. Originally, Kurt wanted to retire, but he wanted to pick his own opponent. And the opponent he wanted to pick was John Cena. Mind you, there would have been nothing wrong with a John Cena versus Kurt Angle at WrestleMania. I would have been fine with that because, hell, remember, who was John Cena's first opponent in WWE? Kurt Angle.
To kick off the Ruthless Aggression era before he got bitch slapped.
So just give us that one match, and you know what I would have done? I would have had Kurt Angle win. Or you can have John Cena win.
I was going to say have Kurt Angle put John Cena over, and then
just don't have Angle tap. I just don't want Angle to tap to the STF. I'm sorry. I prefer him getting pinned.
That's what I'm saying. Have him get him over by pinfall. Because I mean, think about it. Because I mean, Kurt was going to retire anyways, and what was the best way to pass the torch to John Cena at the same time? You know,
Baron
let
Corbin,
it come full circle.
Baron Corbin, though. Baron Corbin. I'm sorry. Looking at the rest of this card, and then we're gonna move on to All Out. AJ versus Randy Orton was good. The Usos beating Aleister Black, Ricochet, Rusev, and Shinsuke Nakamura, and The Bar was good. Shane McMahon versus The Miz was good. I didn't expect Shane to win though. Kofi, Samoa Joe beating Rey Mysterio in 58 seconds. Funny as hell. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Triple H, Batista was good. Demon Finn and Bobby. Yeah, WrestleMania 35 was a show. That was a show. All right, but now we've already got the Payback picks. Now let's go to AEW All Out 2023, ladies and gentlemen, All Out. And the last time All Out was, last year it was in Illinois last year.
Chicago,
Hoffman at States, Chicago. So this one here, actually last year wasn't in Chicago. It was in the Now Arena, which was like, it's from Chicago, but it's near, but it's not really in Chicago. It's like 3 minutes away. Now this one is in Chicago in the United Center. And you already know that's going to be sold out. Got 9 matches here. 9 matches.
You got to pull it up.
I'm about to pull it up now. Because Lord have mercy, Father. Lord. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all, that we're... like I said, it's funny when we talk about this. Oh, let me read some of these questions while my computer acts up. Because Brock Lesnar beat Roman Reigns to a bloody puff and left them. That was 31. Anyway, the Alone, remember me being mad about Aleister Black and Ricochet not winning the SmackDown Tag Team titles and Ray getting squashed at Mania 35. Ray was taking on Joe, and Joe was a big deal. I didn't have a problem with Ray getting squashed by Joe. Now, if it was like 2008, then we would have a problem. I was the one, Kofi, me, brother hugging. Question, sorry to bring this up, but what's y'all thoughts on NFL, UFC, MLB, and NBA partnering together to stop illegal streaming? In my opinion, it's stupid because they want us to pay hella money for watch those games. Yeah, it is stupid. When we barely can make money to pay important bills. Facts. You got to be rich. All right, so I got Keys picks already for All Out. So I'm about to write those down as I write everybody's name. Did Tyler get back with you?
Yeah, he gave me his picks.
Okay.
So he's got Luchasaurus, Miro, Chris Statlander, Orange Cassidy, Kenny Omega, FTR and the Young Bucks, and the Dark Order. So he has BCC winning from the interference of the Dark Order.
Okay, wait a minute. Give me a second, because I gotta write all of this down. But I'm trying to get all the other stuff here. Let me see. Share screen. All Out. Boom. Okay, can you see it? All right, yeah, I can see it perfectly now. All right, cool. All right, so let me get Keys real quick. Key had, damn, this screen is so tiny. Hurting my eyes. All right, Key had Darby. Key had Darby, Miro. I'm sorry, Juice ain't in here. Chris Statlander. Mickey. Who the frick is Mickey? Who is Mickey? Wait, is there? Okay, let me look. There, Mickey. I don't see a Mickey. I don't know who Key is referring to, but she got Kenny Omega, the Bullet Club, MJF and Cole. MJF and Cole, and oh my God, that F is terrible on MJF. I'm assuming Samoa Joe, and she has Eddie and Shibata. I'm so happy Shibata is back. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, which one is she missing? Oh, Moxley. That's who she meant.
Mickey? Where
did Mickey come from? All right. Where was Tyler? Tyler had Luchasaurus, you said, right?
Yeah, Luchasaurus.
Luchasaurus. God, that's a lot of use R's and S's. All right. Luchasaurus. Miro. Good man.
Chris Statlander retaining.
Chris winning.
Orange Cassidy.
Strong. Orange. I think that's going to be our main event. Gotta be.
Kenny Omega beat Takeshita.
Yep, Kenny.
FTR and the Young Bucks.
All right.
And then Blackpool Combat Club wins from interference from the Dark Order.
Wait, the Blackpool Combat Club. Wait, they got the Dark Order joining them now?
I don't think so, but he has it shockingly. He said the Dark Order shockingly win. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. That's he has the Dark Order taking the belts off Adam Cole and MJF for the Ring of Honor.
Oh, Dark Order. Okay, because he
is.
Okay, I got you. Dark Order, Samoa Joe. I know he's picking Joe, and I think he got Kingston and Shibata.
Let me check. I don't think he gave me that, but I think he has Shane Taylor taking the belt off of Joe.
Oh yeah, Shane Taylor winning the belt. I bet you if Punk wasn't suspended, it would be Punk taking the belt off Joe.
So, and probably he has Noah Tyler. He probably have Claudio, or I think he probably have Kingston.
Claudio Castagnoli and Willer Yuta.
I think he might have Noah Tyler. I think he would probably have Kingston and Shibata.
Okay, I'm gonna put Eddie and Shibata. The fact that bread Shibata. All right. We are ready now. You guys ready for more picks? You feel like Pick-a-mania with these picks. All right. Luchasaurus, who is the champion with Christian Cage versus Darby Allin. Darby Allin, if Darby wins this, I think he'll be a 3-time TNT champion. Like I said, I haven't been keeping up with. It's so funny. I haven't kept up with AEW, but I've been undefeated when it comes to these picks and predictions with AEW, which is funny to me. If I'm a betting man, I think Luchasaurus should retain. He should, because I think you got Shane Strickland out there. No, or matter of fact, oh yeah, Sting will be somewhere around. Luchasaurus has only held that belt for a minute, but you know what? I'm gonna go Darby because I love Darby Allin, and I think after this, Darby should be out of the TNT title pick. No, fact, screw it. I'm gonna go Luchasaurus because after this, I want Darby to fight for the world title, not the TNT championship. I know that's his belt, but come on, he needs to be world champion at this point. Clearly, the guy can cut a promo. Daredevil, a skinny Mick Foley. Well, I'm not comparing him to Mick Foley, but you know. But yeah, Robert, who you got?
Wait, I got Sting and Darby Allin.
It's for the TNT championship.
Oh,
so you got
Darby Allin for sure.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. Because even though it says Luchasaurus is the champion, even though Christian he's the TNT champion, I don't think that's going to sit well with Luchasaurus, and I think Luchasaurus is going to find a way to kick the crap out of Christian for whatever reason. That's where my gut feeling's leading me towards too.
Okay. I want to pick Darby. You know what? Fuck it. If I take an L, I take a freaking L. Darby. But wait a minute. I haven't watched AEW in a minute because of the cable situation, but I have been watching YouTube. You know what? Something in my head is saying pick Darby. But if Darby loses, well, Tyler's the lone wolf. I put LW lone wolf. I'll do the howl for him. Ow! Miro. I'm going with Miro because y'all know how I feel about Powerhouse Schnobs.
Yeah.
That guy, I'm sorry, the Book of Hobbs didn't go anywhere. That sucked. Him doing that TMZ thing, that sucked. He was on Team Taz. It sucked. The guy sucks. And I don't want to hear, oh, it's Tony Khan. Oh, here's the thing. Tony gives him creative freedom. So clearly the dude doesn't know how to be himself. So, or how to create a character. So this is for Juice. Juice. The guy sucks. Get over it. Chris Stanlander versus Ruby Soho.
I think. Oh, I got Chris Statler. I got Chris Statler retaining. It's not going to be easy to retain because I think there's going to be shenanigans getting involved with the Outcast. But then again, after what we saw from All Out, or All In,
it was All In. You're thinking about?
Yeah, with All In, that kind of throws it out the window because there's kind of quote unquote tension.
Dissension in the ranks of the Outcasts.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I got Chris Statlander retaining, and I also feel like via probably I would say, I know this is going to be far fetched, but probably if you have Tony Storm somehow screwing Ruby Soho one way or another.
Chanel said, "Give me Darby. Give me Darby." But I feel like once MJF drops the title, I feel like Adam Cole is going to get the title hooker by crook. Yeah, he could. Okay. Now I'm about to. Okay, Samoa Joe and Shane Taylor. I'm going with Joe. Joe is gonna kill you. What's up, Mitch? Joe is gonna kill you.
I got Shane Taylor taking the belt off. Because here's the thing. Here's my reason for that. Because Joe has not really done much with the thing, with the belt. So I think I think Shane Taylor will do better with it because Who did it like? When was the last time someone who ever defended our Ring of Honor Television Championship? It's been a long time.
It's been a minute, and they did have a tournament for it. But
And
God, these tournaments were short.
well, see, that's why me and Tyler we've been kind of getting bored with Ring of Honor because it's.
I mean, it's an hour show, but you know, I still say the best reign of Ring of Honor is when Jim Cornette had it. But it was just some people like what's his name, Ross, the merchandise weasel, as he liked to call him. And the fact that him, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn got into it backstage, the television thing, and Joe Koff not, yeah. It's sad though. Every company that Jim Cornette goes to, it's always has to deal with a bunch of BS. That's the sad part about it. But I have Joe retaining. Key had Joe. I'm mad I couldn't put all this in order. It's just Key with the whole Mickey thing messed me up. Matter of fact, let me fix this. Let me just fix some of this. No, I'm gonna just leave it as it is. I don't have the time to fix it. She has Joe. She has Joe. So 2 Joes versus 2 Taylors. That's funny. All right. So next, I'm gonna go with the. I'm gonna get it out the way. The Better Than You, Baby versus the Dark Order. I got Better Than You, Baby. Come on, it's Adam Cole and
I got
MJF.
Adam Cole and MJF retaining.
Like it's too early to do the dissension in the ranks.
Last week or this past Sunday.
Yeah, they wanted that, which shocked me. I thought it was going to be MJF. Doing something shady, and then I'm sorry, MJ. Who would have thought an MJF and Adam Cole storyline was something that I wanted in my vein?
I would never thought this would even work at all. But
it's work, and I love both of them for it. And,
Christ, you had MJF like pelting kids with dodgeballs at a trampoline park.
Oh man. Okay, Eddie Kingston and Shibata versus the Blackpool Combat Club. Oh man, this was built up for a while. This has been built up ever since. This has been built up ever since. What was it? Was it Death Before Dishonor when it was Kingston versus Claudio?
I think so.
And then they brought in Wheeler Yuta, and then Shibata came out there, and Kingston and Shibata said they would end Claudio and Wheeler Yuta. I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to go out on a limb here because I believe that Orange Cassidy is going to be the one to dethrone Claudio Castagnoli.
So you're going to see Orange Cassidy for the Ring of Honor World Championship.
Yeah. I can see it. So I'm going to go with Eddie and Shibata. I'm going to go with Eddie and Shibata to win the tag match here. Eddie and Shibata. Who do you have?
I'm going with Eddie and Shibata as well.
I think that's all across the board.
But I have a feeling Claudio and Wheeler might somehow sneak out a win with some help with Moxley for whatever reason. Like there's no Blackpool Combat Club match is safe when you have Moxley, running around. And probably same with I don't know. Is the Castro part of the BCC? I don't think he is.
He is.
Takeshita.
Yeah, he is. He is. It's the Blackpool Combat Club members are as it stands. Well, actually, no, he's not. But it's Brian, Moxley, Yuta, and Claudio. But yeah, it's just them. It's just those 4. It's just honorary members are Takesha and yeah, but it's just the big four. Speaking of which, what happened to Brian? Oh yeah, Brian was hurt. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I think it was like was it a separated shoulder that he kind of put him out for a while,
Yeah.
or I don't know. It was whatever injury he had I think he did say he was going to be out for like a few months, so it's definitely got to be at least a muscle injury of some sort.
Now, the Bullet Club Gold of Austin Gunn. I love the fact that they got the guns in the Bullet Club Gold. Then you got JY and Juice Robinson versus FTR and the Young Bucks. Man, this Key got the Bullet Club, and Tyler got FTR and the Bucks.
I'm taking Bullet Club Gold. Because as much as I love FTR and FTR and the Young Bucks, I think it's time for Bullet Club Gold to get their due. And that's just me. I mean, look, I like what they're doing with when Juice Robinson feels he kind of, is kind of hyped up.
This one's a little bit tough because I would love for the Bucks to go back to being heels or FTR to go back to being heels. I thought the Bucks were going to dethrone FTR, but you know what? I'm gonna go. I'm with you on this one. I'm going Bullet Club Gold. So Tyler is the lone wolf. He's the lone wolf. All right. So now we have two more matches, and these are the big matches here. If you saw on the time card on the thumbnail. Kenny Omega versus Takesha with Don Callis. This one's a no-brainer for me. I'm going Kenny.
I'm going Takeshita. I think because hear me out. I think Don Callis is going to get involved one way or another.
Oh, he is.
So I would say Takeshita wins via interference from Don Callis.
Okay. I have Kenny Omega winning because I think it's like a road, not a redemption. It's like, how can I say this? Because the main selling point is going to be Omega versus Will Ospreay one more time, and then we finally get to see what everybody's been asking to see, and what I want to see is Kenny Omega putting the one-winged angel on Don Callis. That's the one thing I want to see. So yeah, I have Kenny winning that. I think you're the lone wolf with Takesha.
Oh, okay.
Lone wolf howl. Lone wolf howl. And then we are on to our main event. Jon Moxley coming to challenge Orange Cassidy for the AEW International Championship. I believe this should be our main event. The last time these two men fought, Orange Cassidy wasn't 100%. And like he said,
he's tired. He's sore.
And he said, I'm not the same.
I think this is the opportunity for me, I got Jon Moxley taking the belt off of Orange Cassidy. I think this is an opportunity to pull the trigger on a new champion. I mean, how long he's held that belt? More than 6 months?
And he has defended over like 30 times.
And the dude's banged up as well with a sore neck, sore lower back. He had his arm broken by Penta on Dynamite. I
mean, Jon Moxley's not 100% after going through that barbed wire board, but he fought through the pain. This one here is tough for me because I love them both. And I believe Moxley is overdue for another championship, but Orange Cassidy is overdue for a world title.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This is going to be a freaking match. This is more of a test for Orange Cassidy than it is for Jon Moxley. But I am going to go out on a limb. And, oh, God, if Mitch was watching this, he'd be rubbing himself with lotion. I am going with... I know, but I am going with Moxley. And it hurts me because I love Orange Cassidy. And then when I get AEW, the video game... I'm sorry, Orange Cassidy is taking the belt off of MJF or whoever is the champion in that game. So, I don't need to ask Key and Tyler. Their picks are final. So, Robert, for WWE Payback, you have Seth, Becky, Rhea, Ray, LA Knight, and KO and Sammy. correct?
Yep.
All right. All Out, you have Darby, Miro, Chris Statlander, Takesha, Bullet Club Gold, MJF and Adam Cole, Moxley, Shane Taylor, and Eddie and Shibata.
Yep. Correct for me.
For me, for all you guys that just want to know, speaking of All Out, why is Streamboat Wrestling in a strap match? Because of I don't like the fact that they made Ricky Starks a heel. I did not like that at all. That was the dumb decision, really dumb. But anyway, Malgooly's picks are for Payback 2023. Seth is retaining. Trish will win with the help of Lita, Rhea Ripley, Rey Mysterio, LA Knight, KO, and Sammy. For All Out, I have Darby, Miro, Chris Statlander, Kenny Omega, Bullet Club, MJF and Adam Cole, Samoa Joe, Eddie and Shibata, and John Moxley. So basically, the only belt that's going to change hands, in my opinion, is the international champion. No, the international and the TNT championship. So, yeah, we made it for another picks and predictions. Robert, I want to thank you for stopping by, helping me with these picks and predictions.
Not a problem.
Will you be live with me on? Well, I'm going to be live on your channel and multiple other channels.
Unfortunately, I'm working both Payback and All In or All Out.
Okay, but you'll still be around for the draft on Sunday, right?
Unfortunately, I'm working. I'm going to have to be on. I'll do my best to make my picks while I'm at work.
Okay. Nice job not picking. Mitch, go after yourself. Why do you want your older brother to lose so much? I'm sorry. If you put sunglasses on Mitch and gave him the Orange Cassidy gear, he looks like Orange Cassidy. Gully, one of these nights we're just gonna sit and chill and talk anything pro wrestling. Yes, we are. But I will be live tomorrow at 8 o'clock for WWE Payback. I'll be live for the NFL for the Mount Gooley live stream draft. And I will also be live for All In. I don't know how I'm going to do both, but I'm going to try. Emphasis on try. But that's going to do it here for me, y'all. I love each and every one of you. I want to thank my guest, Robert. As always, it's always been a pleasure. We will see y'all again next time, and I'll
see you guys Tuesday for another retro watch party, which this could be a lot of fun for SmackDown 1999. For I think September 10th, we're on that episode right now.
Okay, so you're at the end. Oh, well, the good thing about 99, you're at the end of the Vince Russo game.
Unfortunately,
the Vince Russo era.
We're going to have to go through the WrestleMania 2000. It's like, fuck, we tortured ourselves once. We got to go through that crap again.
Are we gonna be live for Bears games? Yes, we'll be live for Bears games. The first Bears game of the season.
I'm live for most NFL games I can because I'm gonna be live for the Eagles game this Sunday, which thank God I have off that day. And also, I'm going to be live for Monday Night Football as well between the Bills and the Jets. Just end the season.
Just end the season. I will. And the first game for the Bears is against the dreaded Packers.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about A-Rod in your division anymore.
I don't have to worry about that pedophile and that pedophile mustache. So that's a good thing. So until then, y'all, we love each and every one of you. Peace.